This is the Paradise Waterfall first level at least. Seems like climbing up a few. So let's drop the side and have a look. We'll see how good this Paradise Waterfall is going to be. How we doing, people? Back again for another one. Let's get on it. This road looks a bit dodgy. Find a place to like park inside. I don't know. Right, we'll just walk this bit of the road. It's not far. I feel like this might be an entrance fee thing, but we'll find out. This road looks okay here. I walked up the road. As you go across this little bridge up the road, this is the creek that's going to be on. Falls is just a little bit further up, but these little bonus ones, some of made little concrete man-made dammy thing. There's a little cascade there. Not bad. You can see that in the car, you wouldn't even stop for it. You could creek up from here, but it goes behind two houses, I don't know. We'll go a bit further, we'll just see what it's like up here. This is the proper entrance. We'll just have a look. Could have drove this for a while. This is the Paradise Waterfall first level at least. Seems like climbing up a few. So let's drop the side and have a look. Alright, so we just got on the creek, the path still come up the side there. Just be a pretty good drop. Yeah, she actually wanted 30 baht to entrance, but I didn't have 30 baht cash. She's like, it's alright. So thank you. Yeah, not crazy flow, but water separating kind of three parts. So yeah, we'll climb up to the guts and do that corner, see what's going on. Climbing up this level, it's at least 2 more levels up here. Let's go. Oceanview. Okay, follow this creek and see what we find up here. Okay, open up the chute. So yeah, this is beyond where people would normally go. So topographic lines tell me there's potential for a few more things, so we're going to see. Shouldn't be too hard to do this. Alright, so I'm past one girl set up here by herself. And we're in a bit of a slight of canyon walls there, so how much further we can get. Little cascade here. And wind around. Big pipes from the side again. Alright. Nice little shallow kind of pool there, and another cut into the wall kind of carved out flow. You can jump on the side and scale it, get through. We'll see if it gets a bit more normal again. See what's going on. Alright, a few more little boulder bits. You can see another 2 drops coming up. So yeah, it's good. So this is the hidden little pool. And up to the side. Look at this. A sick drop. Just back down there was 3 gems or something, and I didn't want to film that last pool too much because they were sitting there and it's just weird. So I was like, okay, we'll get up around here. I asked him if he's been on top of this one. He said no. I don't think it's possible. I said, give me a try harder. I think we can easily go up to the left anyway to get around it probably. You can almost climb that crash, but I don't think that's going to work. Alright, there's several faint scuff marks up here anyways. People have come up here, so I don't know why this guy's too lazy to try, but that's on him. Let's do it, let's go on top. Bit of a sketchy climb at the face of the rocks there, but we'll probably try and go a bit wider on the way back down, but the view's getting better. Wow, really sick. Can't really see the ocean on the angle, but you've still got a high view. There's a bit of a creek going up. Looks like that side the water's not running. Well, two things. One, if we go a few more levels of these lines, the topographic elevation gain, it actually turns into a national park, and then the creek line kind of plateaus out, and yeah. And second thing is, it's supposed to be a road. There's some sort of track up on the other right there. I don't know if it's worth trying to bash to it and winding that track down versus the way we just come. However, I don't really know if the track exists, if it's someone's property, I don't really know. It's definitely not going to be a national park. But alright, but we'll just keep going with this plateaus out, won't be too much further. And then we'll be done with this, we'll make a decision which way to go back. It's not too bad to go back. If we go wider here to go around, this is the hardest drop. And then this is pretty much a track down the side of the waterfall that they've made for the first two levels anyway. And yeah, we're a little bit tired this afternoon. I'll get a couple more beaches in before call it a day and have a cocktail with the sunset. So happy days, let's go. We'll double back over here, just have a look if I can get here. Only two hands. Look at this Israeli guy following me. He doesn't know how to get up the rock. So this is going to be a disaster. I'm like, go the long way around, up wider if you can't get up it. He's probably only copying at me because I'm already up here. Anyway, let's go. Alright, next little cascade. Alright, so we're up. A lot of these sideways carved out bits of rock with water. Still another little level coming up, I can see it's decent, so first a bit more. It's pretty much a pipeline trail you can follow back. I don't know if this is where I gave up or if he's still coming, but I'm moving on. This is cool. This is definitely, no one's getting up here very much. Yeah. Some little sideways cascades. Pretty cool there. This pool's pretty cool, pretty clean. A little bit of like sludgy stuff on the rocks, but it's fairly clean overall. Alright, we're going to creep around. You probably could hug you to the side if you know you get there. Alright, a little pool there. Just a little level here. Looks like it'll almost be flattening just there, but I'm going to see once we get up there. Alright, right here, got a little bit of concrete with their concrete in their pump, so pretty good indicators. Not pipe still goes a bit further, you never know. Tiny little pool here. A bit more bouldery bits as a corner, so we'll see. There's the insect here, I don't know what they are. They look kind of like fly / grasshopper. Just can fucking move. Yeah, trig dropping there, looks dry. Well, this is crazy because the lines pretty much look like they're flattening from here, but as you can see, I turn this corner, and it's definitely not flattening. I can see Cascade, and one in the distance, at least three, with some little things in between, so that is crazy. And after that, it might flatten then. So this one here to the right is flowing dry. This pipe keeps going, so well, let's see what's up here. Whew. Well, I do see that there's supposed to be like a kind of a flatter section, and then it does keep climbing again, but I don't think we're going to get that far, but it looks like we might be going there for that far now. You'll see one of the distance even further. And interesting enough, there's also another track on the right, sorry, the left, that goes back down. Now, it's got a viewpoint called Koha, something viewpoint. So I wonder if we can access that track and go past that viewpoint. That would be a cool way to go back. I don't know, let's just keep going here. I'll tell you what, this is a sick little pool. Wow. Fair amount of effort to get up here, but it's probably the best looking watercolour, I don't know. That's wild. It's a cool waterfall. Alright, let's keep climbing up, let's still see more water. It's going to be a much longer mission than I thought it was going to be. The arch nemesis ants here, there's the most, that and the smaller. There's no black ants here, they're both brown. So funny. Thai people are brown or yellow, if you want to call it. And so are the ants. This is a hectic drop. I didn't expect to be so soon. Wow. That's sick. Water pipe still keep going. We're in National Park nearly now. This is wild. Definitely didn't think I was going this far up this creek. It's good, but I didn't expect it. Alright, on top of that falls. I'm running out of battery 2As. I've done so much waterfall photos today with the other creek. This is going to be a case of how far we get. It's maybe how long the phone lasts. I didn't bother bringing a power bank for this walk, you know, but it's all good. If I get a fair whack, I get a fair whack. That's all that matters. I want to see how I'm going to get a photo of this. Get back up here. Crazy. Decent waterfall. Under a little heavier flow. That's quite like it. Alright, some up and over and around. I'll tell you now, the Israeli guy's not coming. He definitely turned back when he couldn't find a way up. Alright, onwards and upwards. I just saw a blue and black butterfly and I was going to film it, but he was too fast. Alright, the twist in the fall. We'll probably scale up that dry bit with that bit. They're right there. Alright, twist in the creek. Actually getting another awesome view of the mountain again now. That's crazy. We've climbed so much. Well, a long way to get down again. It's going to be fun. But yeah, the side here is almost puttered out. I still think there's a little bit more to go. A little cascade bit, looks like a nice pool there with a nice drop, and look, there's a hammock in the tree. I wonder who put that there. That is awesome. Good stuff. Good to see someone's adventures, even if it's a Thai person or whatever, but it's going to be whoever's house that is who made this. Interesting. But I thought we were in the park, buddy, so how can you have a house? You tell me. It's got a stick to hold it together. Must be really small for a Thai person, that's for sure. Anyway, this is cool. Little paradise. And like I say, there's a road that comes up here, which will join where that house is, but this is definitely after the park, so you tell me. This is probably his bath. This is the deepest pool near that hammock. So it might be flat for a little bit before I climb. I think it would be good for us to try to cut back. We'll just cut back on the control of this pipeline, try and cut out the corner of those two last big waterfalls, see how we go. Let's go a little bit further, but alright. It's flattened out, like you could go a little bit further, but there's a good drop clutch climb up again, but I'm gonna leave it at that. We've seen a lot. No, so I was gonna cut wide and try and cut out this corner, but I can still aim for that so-called track up here. So let's go up and see if we can find it. And it's got a viewpoint, so arguably it's some sort of public road. I hope we just don't end up somewhere where we shouldn't be. But at least then it'll be fairly cruisy back. We'll see how we go. Otherwise, because we've got the pipeline track that we could kind of meander with. But yeah, should we take this other track? Is the question. Let's have a look. Famous last words. Then again, yeah, I know. Debating. Let me look at that one more time. I don't know, people. Oh, let's just creep up the top of this hill and have a look. If we could see, like we could see it, then maybe. But if I walk up this hill and I don't see it, it's not here for whatever reason, I've just wasted a lot of energy up this hill. Pros and cons. I suppose I can still cut the corner a bit from going over this regardless. Alright, well I'm up here. I found it, I'm pretty sure. Looks like it's a very thin, overgrown scooter track, that's for sure. Definitely no car's been in for a while. This is where it pretty much ends. And you had to carry it down a little bit further. There's a unmarked walking track into the creeks. Clearly this road came here for a reason and this was it. So let's wind around. It's going to be probably slightly longer and windier, but at least it should be quote unquote be a road. I hope it's not going to be overgrown because otherwise Look at this new saplings, I don't like that. That's going to be the whole way. I'd rather go back into the forest again and stay under the bigger trees. So let's just go a little bit here and just see how much this is going to be like. This is going to be annoying. Even the scooter hasn't been in for quite some time probably. Yeah, so far so good. Just hope we don't end up where we shouldn't be, like someone's property. But it's only because this viewpoint is really why I'm entertaining it. So this is still national park, this bit here anyway, apparently. And the viewpoint's not a national park, so I don't know about that. But yeah, look, it looks like it seems to be a bit of a better road just here. Probably just this last part that was fucked. This could be alright then. See what happens. There we go. Well, fingers crossed no one has a problem. Drive to here, walk the last part of the creek. Interesting. We'll probably get several viewpoints coming down this hill actually. Wait for it, I can already see massive blue sky. Wow. There's a patch of blue of the ocean with some boats. Looks pretty good. Oh, we definitely had a workout. Basically climbed a mountain essentially and then we're going down it. So yeah, keep you updated when we get to this social viewpoint. It's really eating a lot of time out of the beaches this afternoon now, but it is what it is. I'll be back. Massive blue ocean outlook there. Well, one advantage of going this way is that this is going to push us back out to the main road, and that's where the car is anyway, because I didn't drive up the other road closer to the Paradise Waterfall thing. But if I had drove in there, I may have not gone this way. I might have gone the pipeline, tried to track back inside the bush, because then I would have still popped out at the start and been near the car. Otherwise I'd have to go down here, hit the road, then walk all the way back in the driveway road again, which is kind of long and annoying if you've already walked away from the road. Look at that view. So yeah, this is a good way to go, and I think we've been pretty lucky all around. Anyhow, I don't know if I can see a roof or something just below, but this is sick. Waterfall. Maybe that's the waterfall just went to, but it's not marked as that. It's combination of and yeah, from the viewpoint. Yeah, well, that house was exactly what I was worried about. I was going to come across this track. So yeah. If we can get out, we're not home, who knows. Still a long way to get down to the road. There's no guy who recorded track up this track, and that said something about it as well, to be honest. Normally someone records a track and comes up at least once. Good starting point. Pretty sweet then. Advertising like that. No dramas. Assuming that means viewpoint up this road. Got concrete here. I can hear some voices at the house. It's a pretty sick viewpoint. Hello. Oh, this creek is we're crossing, but she's bone dry. Okay, I figure where we're going here. I think it's up to the right, I think. Well, apparently this was the way I wasn't going to go. There's two tracks. This looked a bit more discernible, but roughly the same distance. And all up, this is about 3.5 k's return round trip. It's taken us quite a few hours, obviously. Something in there running away. Last time I started, 2:30 something. Maybe it's 2.5, 3 hours, I don't know. Dying of thirst, I know that. saw some Germans on a bike and they're like, oh, can we go to the viewpoint? I'm like, yeah, just do it. But to be totally fair, look at this here. This is actually the same, really. I mean, like I didn't climb up on top of the balcony where it might have been slightly higher, but this is still sick. Nothing wrong with this view. It's grouse. Fuck yeah. Wow. I'm taking another photo just of this, people. There's a prime house spot right there. I wonder what that's for, that little bit of the pad. Hey! Hey! Hello! Hey! Hello! Hello! You're okay. I dare say we've just hiked somewhere up in the valley of those mountains and come all the way around. That is crazy. How cool was that? Training. You find the cat. Alright, back on the main road. Nearly back at the car. Nearly at the water bottle. Nearly at the beer. All these things. Yeah, about 20-minute drive back to my hotel. Alright. Hope you enjoy this journey. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe for me. Hit the notification bell. Let's get notified of all the new misadventures. I'm going to catch you guys the next one, eh? Peace out. License plates. Optional in Kophangan. Well, just missed the accident with the scooter with the car about 3 seconds ago. Lady just got knocked off, hurt her back.